Fez here from Crypto Setups. Today I'm going to show you how to use ICON Bridge. Now, this tutorial is going to show you how to use ICON Bridge on the ICON testnet and Binance Smart Chain testnet. Remember, this is not financial advice. This tutorial and my channel is strictly for educational purposes only. Now, let's jump straight in. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is head on over to your HANA wallet and move it across to the Lisbon testnet. And this is how you do it. I have it on big screen. All you need to do is these three dotted lines and go from Mainnet. You can see icon here, show more, and pick Lisbon. That's it. So now your HANA wallet and your address is on testnet. So the next thing you want to do is do the same for MetaMask. Now, if you're wondering what's the Binance Smart Chain testnet, well, an easy way to quickly add something to MetaMask is heading on over to Chainlist, and over here you can type BSC, and right now it's showing main, but there's a little tab over here. When you hit testnets, it'll show testnet. So if you connect the wallet, it'll add it, and then add this to MetaMask. Now, I've used this site in the past. You can add this manually if you choose, but I'm quite comfortable as I know who looks after it, and you can see all the code in GitHub. So I'm gonna hit approve and switch networks. Now you can see both my HANA wallet is on Lisbon and Binance Smart Chain is on the Binance testnet, Smart Chain testnet, and you can see that because BNB is labeled as TBNB. Cool. So you're on testnets. Now the next thing you need is some actual tokens to move across the bridge. So again, a great way for ICON, if you head on over to, if you didn't know this, the dev portal actually has all the various testnets where you can search for stuff in terms of the trackers, and here's some faucets you can find and get ICX from. So I'm going to use the ICON Sphere faucet and head on over here. Make sure you are on the correct testnet. So you can see here Lisbon, great, and you want to send it to your wallet. So let's grab my address. Ignore this because I clicked on the tracker, did that. So let's get the ICON address, copy, and I will send myself some ICX. Now this particular faucet only gives you 2,000 ICX a day, so you can only do one claim per 24 hours, and it's actually 2001 ICX. So you can see right away I've got some ICX. Excellent. Now you've got to do the same for Binance Smart Chain. I will put this link in the show notes so you can take a look at it. The first thing you want to do is verify that you're human. Now I'll just quickly go through this. Okay, so once you have added your address and hit give me BNB, it will send you 0.50 BNB to your testnet wallet for Binance Smart Chain. Now, one thing to keep in mind is from the, I think it's IP based, it doesn't appear to be address based. It will only give you that amount of BNB every 24 hours. I've tried with different wallets and it didn't let me get more BNB to different addresses. So just something to keep in mind. And what I've done in the interim is I've transferred from my other testnet wallet to this wallet, and now I can proceed with the tutorial. So now you've got your testnet, ICX, and BNB. The other step you want to do, and the reason I'm showing you this is to make sure it's easy for you, is you want to add these tokens to your wallet so you can see them appear. So what I'll do is in this tutorial, I will have in the description the addresses, the contract addresses that you can add on either side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add BNB on ICON. So over here, I've got it up in the big screen, and we'll click on manage tokens, hit the plus button, and just slap the contract address in there. You can see it pulls it from the blockchain, and I'm going to add tokens. So we have BNB. Now I'm going to do the same for MetaMask. So let's go through that now. Okay, so what you want to do is add the contract address in here, import tokens, add the contract address, and there you go. You can see it's pulled it up right away. Add custom token, import, and now your wallet has, both these wallets have each of the tokens that you're going to move. So let's head on over to Nexus. Nexus is what is the UI that will facilitate the assets to move from one chain to the other. So as soon as you go to the Nexus website, it will prompt you. Nexus is in beta. Even when you're on Mainnet, it will be in beta until the audits are done. So something to keep in mind and always remember. So let's, you can click here and it'll tell you the terms of use. Now I'll let you read that in your own time. So when you close this, here's the screen you're greeted with. You want to connect your wallet. Okay. Now, the best way, I know it's such a simple thing, connect wallet. The way I want you to think of this screen is, for the moment, is whichever wallet you connect to, the next screen will tell you all the available transfers. And this will make more sense as I show you. So I'm going to connect to the ICON wallet, which is HANA or ICONX, because I want to move some ICON assets across to any other chains connected to ICON Bridge. So as soon as you load up your Nexus, it'll prompt your HANA wallet to authorize it. So as you can see over here, I'm going to go and authorize the wallet because, and then I'm going to click connect and we're going to pick ICON wallet, hit next, and there you go. So you can see now I'm connected to my ICON wallet, which is the HANA wallet. And based on this, it's telling me what do I want to send, and these are all the tokens that I have available, and to what chain do I want to send it. Now, in this case, it's only Binance Smart Chain. So in the future, as more networks get connected, you start to see that it'll say Harmony, Near, and so on and so forth. And you would pick the chain you want to move the particular asset to, and you would then be presented with your next screen. So in this case, let's pick Binance Smart Chain. Let's hit next. And the first thing it's asking me is how much ICX I want to transfer. So I'm going to hit 10. And the next part is, and we'll make sure this is nice and big. The next part is the address. So the address you want to send the ICX to. So I'll copy this and paste it. Now, the rest of it, it tells you it's going the wallet, the total amount. At the moment, you're sending ICX to Binance Smart Chain. So let's hit transfer. You can see over here, it's sending 10 to that address. There's a BTP transfer fee. Now that's 0.01, and you will receive a total of this much ICX. Now, it's saying there's a bit of a notification here. This is not the final total received. There will be an amount of network fee that's deducted from the above. So that it does not include network fees is basically what it's saying. So let's hit continue and it will prompt you to authorize it again. And we just wait a moment. And that's it, done. Now you can do two things: continue transfer, transfer further funds, or take a look at the history. So we're going to click on history and you can see over here that it's saying pending. Now keep in mind this is testnet, but I'm pretty sure if you keep an eye on your wallet, it will appear quite quickly. So let's take a look now. There we go. It's already there. So you can see that based on the fees, I ended up with 9.8999 ICX out of the 10 that I sent. Now, it's testnet. Fees probably haven't been optimized yet, I'm assuming. So just keep that in mind. You can see though over here, it's still as pending. Now, if you refresh it, you'll see it's successful. Now, if you click on that, you can get a few details. Clicking on this will load up the transaction on the tracker itself, which is great. And if you click on this, it will take you through the testnet Binance Smart Chain. So you can track all this information as well once you've used it. But one thing to keep in mind, this should get fixed by launch, but if it hasn't, that pending, just do a refresh and it will bring you back. So you have now successfully transferred assets between chains. And because you have added the token, you can clearly see that the transfer has worked. Now, you've done this, great, and you're thinking, you're still in the thing, you want to play both ends. You're like, you want to transfer stuff from Binance Smart Chain to ICON. So if you go to transfer, right away you'll notice, oh, but it's not letting me pick the other way. And this arrow doesn't seem to work. Now, this is important to remember. What you need to do is, this is a clickable box as well. So click on here and you can see right away, it just tells you a bit the wallet that you have connected to Nexus. So what you want to do is you want to connect your MetaMask wallet to see what options it presents you with the MetaMask wallet connected to Nexus. So we click on Switch Wallet, click on MetaMask, hit Next. It'll prompt you to approve. I'm going to connect it. Excellent. Now, vice versa, same thing. So all because there's only two chains, you can see that when I'm connected to MetaMask, it is giving me an option to pick a token, and these are the only tokens. And to what chain? Well, I can only go back to ICON. But I suspect, again, when there's more chains like Harmony and Near and things like that, you'll connect to MetaMask, and if it uses a similar wallet, you'll get an option to pick the token and then pick the destination chain, which would be, again, Near Ethereum when it comes out and things like that. So in this case, I want to let's send some BNB to ICON. Cool. So we're going to hit Next, and it wants the ICON address. So as usual, head on here. I'm just going to cancel that because I went to the tracker. Get the ICON address, and I want to send, don't forget, this is where you put the amount of BNB. So I'm going to put 0.1, which is $28. Excellent. Send a Binance Smart Chain to ICON. So here we go. This is the final confirmation. Again, you can see there's a BTP fee and then the total you'll receive. But this will be lower because I bet there's a network fee. And you can see over here, the fee is pretty decent. I've noticed when there's, on Binance Smart Chain, when there's a few things, the fees can get a bit higher. But let's hope this is testnet, and on Mainnet it'll be a little bit different. So you can see in total, this is how much I'll get charged. I'm going to hit confirm. Great. So again, I like to look what's happened. So this is saying pending. Let's see on HANA what's going on. I don't have it. Yep, it's still there. So give it a sec and it should appear. But then the other quick things while we're waiting. So this is cool. Now, as you can see, when more networks get added, it tells you kind of how much has moved and how much fees have been gathered based on things that are moving back and forth. Again, remember, it's in beta. There needs to be audits done and things like that. But this is a part of the ICON bridge, what makes it unique to ICON. As more and more assets start moving back and forth, these assets that get locked away, the fees, they get auctioned off and the ICX gets burnt. So, but overall, this just shows you a bit of a summary of what's going on there. So if I go to history now, we should see it's successful. Naturally, the page has refreshed. If I go to HANA Wallet, boom, you can see that I have my BNB there as well. So I hope this has really helped. And, when we do go to Mainnet as well, it will be very similar in terms of you got to add these contracts, the contracts into the wallets for the tokens to appear. You can see right off the bat when you go to transfer, there is a decent amount of tokens that will be moving back and forth, including sICX, bnUSD, bUSD, USDT, Ethereum. So it's starting off with a lot of tokens, but again, in beta, I would just use it for testing purposes. I suspect after audits and things are done, then we'll start to see some of these incentive programs and things come into play. As always, if you have any questions, comments, I'll try to get to them. If I haven't covered anything, I do apologize. But overall, this is a quick summary of how to use the bridge. It's pretty easy and seamless. My only takeaway and feedback piece was ensuring you understand that this is something you can click on, and that entire process of connecting the wallet, what it means, and how then the next screen appears and what it means. So I hope I've really explained that to help you navigate ICON Bridge. And remember, always, if you want to swap between each side, you have to come up here and then pick the new wallet, and then go through the process. I hope this tutorial has been helpful. I've tried to ensure that I've covered everything when it comes dealing to testnets, especially if you're familiar with one system like ICON blockchain and you're not too familiar with Binance Smart Chain. It can be quite confusing with how do you go finding its testnet, how many testnets are there, etc, etc. So I've really tried to keep it short and sweet on how you can connect to these testnets, get your tokens in there, and then use the bridge. So as always, please like, share, subscribe, and if you have any questions, make sure you get some comments in there so I can answer them. Take care everyone, bye.